H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Monday morning. Oh, I love Monday morning because so much stuff happens over the weekend. And we get a chance to, guess what? Come and talk it out on the Chop Shop today. Let me tell you something. Let me see what we got. Let's go to my starting five. Our starting five, the five of people that we affectionately call the starting five because they are the first five people that start the Chop Shop feed. And their names come up. Let me see what I did. Let me take a look. Because I want to get all the devices because I want to make sure this thing, because I got a main feed from the camera in the software and it tabulates y'all, but then I look over on my personal page and the Chop Shop page, and then I said, wait a minute, hold up. So I want to acknowledge everybody. So yes, it was right. Guess what? First person, Mindy Collins, Dale Griggs, Otha Brown, Tar Biley, and Trey Phillips. Those are the starting five for the day. Hold on one second. Starting five for the day. And my sixth person of the day is Corey Willis. But I see y'all out there. I see you, Jeremy. I see you. Mindy's so bad, she hooked up on both spots. So Mindy, if you're on YouTube, Otha, if you're on YouTube, make sure you go over there and push the like button. Every time, and Otha, you and Mindy, if you see anybody sign up to the YouTube page, make sure they hit the like button, okay? Corey Willis, yeah, I'm going to put you on that duty too, but I see you, Jeremy. I see you, Tamika. I see you, other Jeremy. I see you, Daryl. I see you, Thaddeus Moody. I see all of y'all. Michael Smith, I know he probably on the road. Jonathan Griffin. That my girl. Okay, see, when I got my girls, I feel bad. There go Nissa. Nissa, where you been? Thaddeus Moody, all the way in Chicago. Thaddeus, I know you're gonna do it. Make sure you hit it. Thaddeus, you part of that committee too. Make sure when people sign on to the YouTube, make sure they hit the thumbs up button. So it's just so much stuff, y'all, that's happened to the people. We're gonna have a guest today. We have a guest today. A little bit later, we're gonna have a guest tomorrow. We just got so many things. The Duncansville. Hold up. Trey Phillips, you put that on Facebook. I can't pick it. Let me see. Can I get it? Hold up. Trey Phillips. Hold on, man. Let me see. I can't do it. Yes, I can. Okay. Thank you, Trey. I'll take a look at it. It's gonna be hard for me to look at it, but police kill man who showed up at Duncanville summer camp with a gun. I said this was gonna happen. Wow. Trey Phillips, why you do me like that this early in the morning? Uh, uh, we must have 10 likes on YouTube. No good. But how many people we have on YouTube? Yeah, we got 14 people on YouTube. Let's get everybody. Let's see who is that. I'm gonna call them out. Tyrone Caldwell, thumbs up button, hit it. I know many done it. Jonathan Griffin, Mike Smith, Jeremy Davis, Otha Brown. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Titus Moody gonna make sure. Hey, Candace. But y'all, I hate to say, I don't want to start it off like that. But Trey Phillips, I got it. I got it. Thank you, thank you. I just don't like to start the show off with that. You know, I just don't. But we're gonna talk about it. Trey, believe you me, Robert Harris gonna talk about it. Thank you, Jonathan. Um, so let's go. Let's go here, y'all. You know, like I said, these kids in our community are doing some great things. And that's what I want to start off with today. We got some great kids, great young people in this community. Watching it internships from TSU. I'll talk about that later. That's going to the interns from TSU going over to Major League Baseball and working with the Houston Texans. They on their internship. Man, matter of fact, I'm gonna call them out. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Baseball, TSU sports information. Several students within the Texas Southern University athletic department are spending their summers on a diamond as interns with the Houston Astros baseball team. Let me see. 'Cause I said I was gonna put these kids up on the screen. Let me make sure. I want their faces on the screen. You know, that's just Robert Hatter. I'm gonna take out the time. Y'all just got to hold up for a second for me to do it. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put it up. Let me see. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. You know, I have to name my files, so give me a second. TSU interns. Okay. Y'all see me working like this. But when you have young people doing positive stuff like this, man, we got to highlight them. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Come on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me highlight these young people. Check them out. I know Isaiah Thornton, a great kid. I work with him a little bit during my time at TSU, calling their basketball games. Zariah Simmons, she's in the community and foundation department. Isaiah going to be in the marketing and communication department. Kyra Porch, volleyball young lady, she's gonna be in the community and foundation department. Tyrese Clyburn, he gonna get to be in baseball operations. And Adaye, I hope I spelled his name and pronounced his name. Men's track and field, he gonna be in the community relations. Y'all, I just let me tell you something. I just got this information a few minutes ago. They didn't send it to me. I got it myself. And I don't understand why TSU wouldn't send this information to me. Well, so let's get better at that. Sending this information to the chop shop, since we are one of the only ones that's highlighting these kids. Let's make sure we get it. He said, "Hey, Robert, I have some TSU interns here at the aviation department." Oh, absolutely. Let me put that on the see. Y'all see what our young kids are doing, and this is what I'm talking about, man. I love this, man. I love young men like Gary Carter in this community, Bobby Benjamin's in the world in this community. I see the stuff they're doing in this community, and I want to highlight them. And let me see where else. Let me go to my, because this stuff is important. It's very important to me. And I saw something the other day. Hey, D White, you know how your memories come back on your phone, on your Facebook. I had a memory when Jimmy and I were on the Cam Hill show with Emilian White. It just blew me away. I'm gonna repost it when I find it. I just appreciate, man. We had a great conversation about how the Chop Shops got started. Emilian White, he was at Amazing 102.9. We were already at another radio station. Chris Walker left, and that radio station had a relationship with Chris Walker. So when Chris Walker left, we had no, but he did introduce. He took me to a meeting, and at the meeting was Emilian White. I've been knowing him for 30 years. So that 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 synergy just blossomed. So we were allowed to. We stopped the other radio station on Friday, and it was on Monday. We was up and running at another one on Monday, just through the weekend. So we just went through that gamut, man. I just fun to go back and look at that information. I learned some stuff about just watching me being interviewed by Cam Hill. I think that was a great situation. I'm gonna repost it. I want y'all to check it out. Got a couple of things. I'm gonna go here. I want to go here afterwards. I want to go here after because it's gonna take enough time. But I saw some things. I've been seeing some things. I meant to talk to y'all. We'll talk a little bit later. But I want y'all to give me your thoughts of JJ Redick, a young man who's been on the ESPN tour. Some about him just ain't right with me, and I want to talk to y'all about it. But I got a question with y'all. I got y'all help me out, and then I'm gonna get into some good stuff. I really understand why they make movies about black funerals. Y'all, I went to a funeral. Okay, went to a funeral. Y'all got to help me. Should funerals be 3 hours long? Hey, Marquessa, yeah, I need my help. Y'all got to talk me off the ledge now. Should funerals be 3 hours long? I'm talking about deep down in the country. Hope, Arkansas, where Bill Clinton from funeral. Okay? Okay. Victoria, I'm glad you with me, man. Victoria, I saw some things in this funeral that I've never seen before. Victoria, you know how they read out the acknowledgments for people in the community, you know, like this church says something about you, this church says something about you know, you read out them, right? This lady, she read out all of the church, this church, right? Then, right after that, the man thought she was finished because she took so damn long. So, hold on. She took so long because I was saying the same thing. Guess what she said? Well, I got to read the obituary. Y'all, the obituary was that long. It's so long. It was that long. And I know everybody, I said, whoa. But most people got what you call it, the program. But then everybody don't get the program. I forgot. Resolutions. Thank you, baby. Thank you, D. I love that D. I'm that D. See that D White? D White. They read the resolution. Took a long damn time. Then I'm trying. That obituary was long, man. Yeah, I was in the country. Yeah, deep in the country. Hope, Arkansas. Oh my God. Hold up. Check this out. So after the lady read that out, sound like she read a novel. So guess what? After that, the same lady, they did selections. 2 selections from the family. They didn't go get no outside psalmist to sing no song. The family got up there and sung. Oh my God. Guess who else was singing with the family? Y'all guessed it. The lady who did all the resolutions. So she's a star today. She did all the resolutions. The obituary, and night she went up there and got to sing with the family. So she part of the family. So they sung. But I said, well, but this what got me. This what got me. I ain't never seen this before. And y'all got to help me. Y'all got to help me. At the end, they usually put the casket down. I mean, you know, they had already took the, you know, and closed the casket up. The dudes went and said something to the family. They opened the casket back up and tilted it one way. The people on outside got to go up. What the hell they tilted for? You know, kind of countercoin. So you come up on that side and go around. Then they went to the other side, pushed the casket over there, and tilted it so the people on this side could go around. No, Mindy, no, I'm talking, Mindy. No, no, no. She's talking about stop having. Y'all got to help me with this stuff, man. So, Mindy, after that, they got the casket. It pushed it all the way to the left side of the pews so the people on the front row, they can view them one last time. Then after that, they moved it to the right side. I ain't never seen the casket move around that much in my entire life. Mark Kessler, I said that dude in that, I know he said, man, if you don't stop pushing me around, Sonya, this was in Hope, Arkansas. Sonya, I never seen nothing like that in my life. Y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on. Somebody, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I had my alarm on. I'm sorry. Hey, Jameson. James. Give me a second. Y'all, I'm coming right back. I just want to turn my fan on and I want to play a little commercial right quick. Let me find something. Okay. Y'all, I ain't done. Look, I'm back. Y'all, I can't make this up. They was pushing that thing all over the place. I got tired of them. I said, what is they doing? And then let me tell y'all something. When you go to a film, do me a favor. Please don't be talking about, no, I ain't gonna even go there. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not going there. No, you missing out. I ain't missing out on no hot ass golf course. This man talking about how to we 13 and under through 14. Well, y'all, yeah, okay. All right. I hope y'all ain't pencil whooping nobody. You 13 and under. You gotta have some bad dudes with you to be 1300 through 14. Yeah. But Jay Jackson, I ain't never seen nobody pushing that castle. Baby, the castle was going from side to side. I said, man, y'all, what if that thing fall off or something? But I just had to share that with y'all. I didn't mean, but let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. That look, you know that young lady I've been talking about, named Kendall Jackson, that goes to Howard University, that played in the golf tournament with us the other day. Let me read something. Let me read something while I'm playing something. Hold. Let me read first a little bit. Y'all, our young people in this community, man. Let me find her. I got one with her name on it somewhere. Hold on. Let me just, all I got to do, here we go. It said, Daddy wrote this. He said, so it begins. Kendall Jackson is headed out to the U.S. Open to be part of the Lee Elder internship. Go look up Lee Elder. He was the first black to play in the Masters. This bright group of young leaders shows us what the future of golf can be and will be, said United States Golf Association CEO Mike Whan. The Lee Elder internship. Let me tell you a little bit about it. And let me show Kendall at the U.S. Open. Let me see. Did I get I know I did. Let me see. I know I did. Kendall at the U.S. Open. Hold on. Let me make sure. Kendall U.S. Open. Yes. Let me play. That's her. That's her and some of the girls in the internship. I'm going to play another one. Just hold on a second. I'm gonna let that play as I talk. Let me put me on the screen, but I want this playing. I'm gonna put me on the screen and get me out of the way. And I want to change my camera. And y'all watching me work right here in front of y'all. And I don't like it to be wide like that. I like the squircle. Turn me into a squircle. I like that. Uh, Let me read about the Leahs. Just look at what's going on for this young girl, how life has changed. Uh, that ain't it. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing that. We'll loop that. We'll loop that. But it's just so proud of her, man. I'm really, really proud of this young girl living out her dreams. The Lee Ella internship is to provide 25 students from underrepresented communities with on-the-job training developed by the Country Club and support from the USGA. The week-long initiative will provide college and graduate students of diverse backgrounds with exposure to golf industry's job opportunities and professional development training. Not just being the players on the field, but the people behind it. It's going to be, she in Brookline, Massachusetts. She's up there. Got to realize this girl been all over. She came and played in the golf tournament with us. But this the kind of stuff, man, I like to see. The international includes 15 individuals who identify. Check this out. This international cohort includes 15 individuals who identify as female and 10 as male. You see how we have to, that's how we have to talk now. With more than half having minimal exposure to golf. With students from the United States, Argentina, and the Republic of Korea and Nigeria, the internship reflects what the U.S. Open represents in golf. The more diverse and democratic major championship is open to all. I don't know if y'all know that. The U.S. Open is open to all. If my butt go up there, I can go to the qualifying, and if I do it well enough and I qualify well enough, I can be in as not as good as novice as I am. I'll be able. I'm just showing y'all that young lady. They talked about it. They said this bright group of young leaders shows us what the future of golf can be, and only a small. Listen to this, Kevin Drone. Y'all listen to this, mamas and daddies out here. Y'all got your babies. I love basketball too, but guess what? Only a small fraction of the 2 million jobs golf across the $84 billion industry are held by people from underrepresented communities. I'm going to repeat that for the people in the back. Only a small fraction of those 2 million golf jobs across their $84 billion industry are held by people from unrepresented communities. That's why I'm playing this kind of stuff. This is why I talk about golf. I don't talk about golf on here to show that I can play golf. I don't care if you know if I play or not. I hope a young kid see me out there playing and want to be exposed to the game. I hope y'all understand that. It's our responsibility to continually advance the growth of the game through programs that exposes more young professionals to the wealth of opportunities that exist and elevate their abilities to make the game stronger. This is why I play this. Yeah, I hear the whispers. You always play this, and I'm making an example. Kevin Freitman is a guy that loves golf now because I talked about it on this show. We got kids I got 3 kids that got into Cornell this week because I was talking about the young man that lived in my house. Well, he talking about, no, I'm using examples. And maybe if you got some examples your own self, you wouldn't be so apt when other people use that. Like, share the show. Share this show. This kind of stuff, Kendall Jackson need to be talked about. That ain't my daughter. Excuse me. That's Maurice's daughter. And this young lady just doing great things. And we got tomorrow, we're going to talk about somebody else's son doing great things. Antoine Davis, Mike Davis' son. I talk about Curtis Nickerson, Brandy's son. Everybody on here, I done talked about this son. We got, these are examples of what I know none of y'all understand, that the PGA is an $84 billion business. And your son and your daughter need to be in there trying to get them some of that pie instead of running this little basketball around all over the place. No, for real. This real talk. This is why I always say share the show. Somebody need to know this. Young girl, check her out. Let me give you some more, Kendall.
Hi, my name is Kendall Jackson. I'm from Pearland, Texas, and I attend Howard University.
Put that. Oh!
Doesn't look like it, but it sure is.
I gotta play that. Even the shot that I played of me making the other day. People now asking me, show me, introduce me to the game. Let me tell you something, y'all, in this basketball community. Life is more than basketball. Life is more than sports. I got a question. Anybody on here ever heard of the science guy? Bill Nye? If anybody has ever heard of that before, put it on the screen. The science guy. Who know who the science guy Bill Nye is? Shout out to Karen Thomas and the crew at the Pro League, the No Excuses Pro League last night. Me and Jimmy got by there last night. No, I said the science guy. The science guy. Anybody know? Brandon Nickerson, you know who the science guy is? If that's the yes, I want to know how many people know who this is. Bill Nye the science. Okay, thank you. Brandon Nickerson, that's just one person. Jeremy, that's two. Keep going. Let me know how many people, because I got something I want to show you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Indirectly it does, but it don't have nothing to do with me. But that No Excuses program, Alpha Yo said, I love that show. I don't know about the show. I've never seen the show. Okay, Derrick Johnson. Mindy. Okay, I see. Y'all, I knew y'all was smart. Karen. But shout out to the guys. Casey Williams. Let me tell you something, man. Casey Williams is a national treasure. Let's protect him. Because without this man, it wouldn't be no summer program. Jimmy and I were at the program last night. I got to see a couple. I even saw my boy PJ Henry and McGusty, Cam McGusty. Not Cam. My young fella played at Hightower. Y'all know it's my he gonna kill me. My young fella, Rock. Call him Rock. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But they were at the game last night. I mean, I just saw so many. St. Thomas got a whole team in there. Man, let me tell you something. This dude they got young women playing. They put the young girls, they played at 12:30, and they hung around. I mean, it's just shout out to those. Kevin, thank you. Thank you, baby. Brandy, I love you. But the reason I had to explain, I wanted to ask y'all, did y'all know who Bill Nye was? Because I got a video yesterday. And young kid said, Rob, Kevin, yeah. Thank you, Kevin Gasky. Oh, thank you, Avalo. So I did, cause I didn't plan, I got to redo it. I got to, not redo it. I got to put it in the system cause I wasn't planning on showing it. But I wanted to share this with y'all. Let me get it right, man. Let me get it right. It's funny to me. And I wanted to share with y'all how our young kids that came out of this community are rubbing shoulders with these kind of people. Unbelievable. I'm still in shock by it. You know how you in shock, but you really ain't in shock. But I'm going through the system trying to show it to y'all right now. Uh, you just can't. People think I can just take a video. This video had to be prepared to go into the system. This ain't like I can just play it from anywhere. So let me make sure I got the right video. Okay, hold up. Bill Nye. Hold on. Let me put it in there. Bill Nye. All right. I want y'all to see something. And it's funny to me. I mean, just want to share because, like I said, he's going to Prairie View. Yeah, that's right. Franklin Paul, what's going on, man? And I asked y'all, that's why I'm just watching the moves our young people are making. So they sent me this video, okay? Yesterday. Check this video out. Okay, check the video out. I couldn't play it loud, but I want to play it one more. I can't play it loud. I forgot. Oh, I don't want that music. African American man. Did y'all see the little young African American man in the middle of that party? Matter of fact, that happened to be the kid that used to live in my house. If you didn't know who it was, that was my son. Cornell had a 5-year reunion. He'd been out of college for 5 years, and he went back to Cornell. Bill Nye is a Cornellian. He is an alumni, and for some reason, he was there, and they sent me this picture. My son hadn't even sent it to me. It wasn't too many people in here that look like him, but that young guy right there with the glasses on, that happened to be the kid that grew up in my house. I ain't never seen him do no stuff like that. They getting it in up there. So that's it's unbelievable, but how all of our lives just touch with our young kids are touching places. They got their tentacles out all over the world. And they're going to bring those experiences back to make our community a better place, D. White. And it's just. I mean, I'm sitting there saying, what? First of all, dude, what the hell are you doing up here? What you doing? I mean, that's how I thought of it. But that's up. But y'all, let you know where I got to go because we're gonna have a guest soon. I gotta talk to y'all about this little kid, another young kid I fell in love with a long time ago. I was with 3 former NBA players last night. Two of them are coaches. One of them a former coach. One of them is a former coach. I mean, he's trying to get back into business. One is a current NBA coach, and one is a current player. All 3 of them play in the NBA. We just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I mean, we just sit there, man. I mean, it was one of the most. I don't know if y'all just ever been in a setting, intimate setting, with 3 guys. Y'all got to realize it hadn't been but 4,000 in some change of these guys on the planet. And I had the advantage of being in company of 3 of them. We just sitting there talking last night. I asked them about Stephon Curry. Because I see guys, I like DJ Anderson and guys like that. They be on what's the name of that place on Facebook. And I got a question, and y'all might, and it's okay. Talk to me. Talk to me. What is your hatred, or why do you don't like Stephen Curry? Tell me why you don't like Stephen Curry. If you don't like him on here, explain to me why. Tell me. Explain. I'm serious. Explain to me why, because people, when I talk to these guys, all of them coached against him. Two of them coached against him. One probably played against him. And they have the high regards for him. Okay? And the reason I'm sitting back, man, I was thinking about, and I got to tell the story. They told me a story about Shaq. You know? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember, y'all listen to me. There's no player on this planet like Shaquille O'Neal. I didn't say he's perfect. There's no player on this planet as generous. Y'all listen to this. This come from the players last night. He said he was playing with Shaq one year. Okay? He said he had a Range Rover. He was riding that Range Rover. He riding in that, man. The Range Rover is a top of the line vehicle. Shaq said, young fella, you with me now. Tired of you riding now round in that Range Rover. Listen to me. Come into practice one day. Young fella, here. The young fella said, he told him, young fella, why don't you upgrade your whip? He said, man, look, this first year I'm making this kind of money, man. I got to save some of this money. I can't go out there and get crazy like y'all. The young fella kept it real. Listen to me. I was in the company of the dude it happened to last night. He was telling the story. I won't call the name. So he said, man, I'm trying to save my money, man. So he said one day Shaq come in and practice. Say, here, young fella, go on out there. I got something for you out there in the garage. He go out in the garage. He see the car. He said, what's up, big fella? What you want me to drive you around in this? It was a Rolls Royce, ladies and gentlemen. Big fella, what you want me to ride you around? I got you. You want me to ride? He said, no, that's yours. All you got to do is go over there. This man, right over there, you go over there and sign them papers. It's in your name. You sign the title. That's yours. Did y'all hear what I just said? And I know y'all can say he got a lot of money. I know a lot of people got a lot of money. Ain't buying nobody nothing. Man, for all of that stuff you see Shaq doing, he likes to do it. Listen, I'd never seen that in the paper. I'd never seen that on a blog. I'm talking to the person who he gave the car to last night. Unfreaking believable that a man would go in and say, young fella. But guess what? The young fella kept it real. He said, player, I'm not finished spending all my money. And y'all, let me tell y'all something too. The other day, light skins jokes never get tired. Other day, just last week, I think I'll save that one. Do me a favor. When you say a prayer tonight, say a prayer for all our young NBA players. Okay? If you're watching their up and down play, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, there's some stuff going on league-wide. Let's pray for them. And I'm serious about it. Serious than a heart attack. These young kids are Uh, they something else. They something else. But back to Steph Curry. These guys were talking about Steph last night, and when the story of basketball is written, you can't write the story of basketball now without mentioning Stephen Curry because he has definitely changed the game. Yes, let's say a prayer for Clyde Jackson and his family. We've already did that, but you can say another one for him. We did that already on Thursday. Herb, but because he has definitely changed the game, the way we play the game. To me, the top 5 offensive players in history, just to me, y'all might have y'all's history of the sport, which we would be, he would be a part of. Steph would be a part of. If I had to say my top 5 offensive players in the history of the sport, you have to start with Wilt Chamberlain, because Wilt has every scoring record, including 7 straight scoring titles. He averaged 50 points, y'all, in a year. I don't know if y'all know this. He averaged 50 points in a year, and he wasn't even the MVP in that year. Then you got your Kareem. Right now, he would be passed by LeBron James in total points. He had the #1 offensive weapon in the sky hook. A lot of young people probably don't even know it because I don't see no young kids trying to do it. Then you got to have Michael Jordan, the #1 playoff average in history of the sport. 7 straight scoring titles in the game. He changed the way wing players play. And you got Curry, Stephen Curry, his 3-point shooting, his records. If you want if 5th, if I got to put a 5th one in there, I did say 5. I got to say LeBron because LeBron is about to pass Kareem at that point. But if Steph Curry messed around and win this championship, he's gonna be legendary. Gonna be legendary. I was thinking about it because he got a lot of critics. A lot of people don't like him. And people talking about his body, and I hope it's not. I know y'all was kidding about the light skin stuff. Give me a person on here don't like Stephen Curry, and just let me know. I just want to know why. Tell me why, because I hear y'all talking about it a lot. But I'm just talking about his critics at this point. Are you interested in objectivity or truth? Just attention. I don't think these critics at this point, they're not interested in objectivity or the truth. They're not. They just looking for attention. People saying they don't like this guy. The dude is a basketball marvel, a wizard. You can't take your eyes off of him. If you ever got a chance to see him in person, you'll sit up there and say, then they say weak and soft, right? And he put that thing right there in Marcus Smart's chest, and y'all saw the play. I can't play it. They don't like the game if they don't like the game, his game. I mean, it's all right. It's all right to not like. I'm just saying, what are your reasons for not liking him? Listen, if you don't like him, just give me your reason today. It's okay. I promise you, as of May the 7th, Robert Hatter I don't even get mad at you no more. I'm gonna put you on the screen and let everybody. What's up, Dexter Young? Tell me why. Tell me who don't like him. Curry said he doesn't rate his own performance. Yes, and we ain't talking about that. My thing is, Landon Odwan, are you one of the Stephon critics? Because I be seeing some people on Facebook that they got everything to say negative against this kid. And I'm just wondering why. Can I just give you some numbers? Just give me a critic. They hate me because no, Kevin Freeman, they ain't hating because shit. They ain't hating because he light skinned. I don't believe in that crap. I like the way he saw his weaknesses on defense and got bigger, and he worked on his skills. Yes. Yes. Oh, it was May 5th. Oh, it was May 5th. Thank you, D. White. May 5th. I'm sorry. I thought it was May 7th. Okay, my bad. May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. You're right. I thought it was Margarita Day. But they not hating on him like that because he like. I don't think. I can understand not liking a guy that is not fundamental sound or does not work hard. But I know what you're saying, Walter. Walter, I'm looking for the critics today. Everybody on here don't like him. Everybody don't tell me if you don't lick. Listen, Robert Hatt ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all look, I'm drinking water out of another glass. What's that? Stella. What is Stella Artois? Artois glass today. Got my name on it. This was a promotion with the Houston Rockets one day. They put old Rob's name on it somewhere. Hold on. You follow me? Walter Yates, I'm just trying to, he's a great friend, future Hall. I think many don't like his game from a coaching view because every kid thinks. See, I had to let him say that. Because I said I opened it up. Where my coaches at? Coaches, do you not like Stephon Curry? I never heard a coach say. I was with 3 NBA players last night. Ain't now one of them said they hate him because of coaches. I don't think that's. I hope that's not it. Yeah, I mean, where you get that from? From a coaching point of view. Curtis, people don't. Oh, see, that's the kind of stuff. Let me put my boy Curtis Stewart up there. Curtis Stewart ain't playing well. Hold on. People don't like greatness. People always like to look at the flaws of something good. I tell y'all all the time. When I hear these guys, they come in here and telling me about players and players. He ain't this Hatter. He ain't this. I said, I ain't finna. Okay, you can tell me what he ain't, but I'm going to tell you what he is. You can tell me what Walter Yates ain't, but Robert Hatter going to tell you what Walter Yates is. I like that one. People don't like special or different people, and Steph is both. Wow. Walter Yates, we know you like. I'm trying to find somebody who don't like him. Tell me who. He said, but I struggle rooting for Golden State because I like my. Okay. I said Stephon Curry. Guess what? When you at these white folks' jobs, Jeremy Cunningham, if you don't do like they say, Jeremy Cunningham, you might get fired, Jeremy Cunningham. If you at somebody's job, okay, and their chief executive is an openly gay man, and you devout Christian like Marcus, like Mark Jackson is, and Mark Jackson denounced that man at every time. Now, this man just wasn't important to the Golden State Warriors. He was the guy that developed and made a show out of the All-Star game. He was the mastermind behind making the All-Star game a star-studded event, putting the right people on the front row. And this guy Rick Welts, Google him. Mark, yeah, Mark got on, he wasn't with it, you know. So we talking about Steph Curry right now, Jeremy. We ain't talking about. So maybe you're saying people, but guess what? All my life, I've been taught to hate Boston. I ain't never liked Boston until what? This particular year. Why? Tell me why. Somebody help me and tell me why. No, I mean, let me tell you something. Mark Jackson got a great job. Do y'all know Mark Jackson is one of the most highly, he got a great job. And he don't have to deal with these clowns. And you never heard Mark Jackson speak about it. And y'all worry about Mark Jackson. I ain't heard Mark Jackson speak about it. What's up, Bobby Benjamin? Steph really does not get enough credit. He just labeled as a shooter, but he's much more than that. Absolutely. Thank you, Curtis. But I want to find a guy. Find me a guy that don't like Steph. I want to talk to him. Yes. Damon Stock. I've never cheered for Boston in my entire life, But when Sam Cassell was playing on the team, 2008, and this year. Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, the coach. But really the assistant coach, Damon Stoudemire. Great, great, great friend of mine. I never liked Boston. Never, ever. But I like Bird. I did. I like the Chief. I even like Kevin McHale. I used to love D. Dennis Johnson. Then y'all made my favorite player. You know, I got 1A. Isaiah Thomas and Nate Archibald. I know I'm taking people back. Go look, Tiny Archibald. I promise you. I promise you. I used to wish that's who I wish my son could have been. I promise you. Yeah, Bobby, you're right. I like him because of the coach. But more Emi Udoka is cool, but Damon Stoudemire is my dude. I've never liked, but so you don't like Steph because of Golden State? He said, I cheered for Boston when Perk was on the team. I got you. See that? You like Perk. He said, I didn't dislike, I used to then, because the rival is not the same. The only flaw I got in Curry is we didn't say you got a flaw. We ain't talking about no flaw because you got flaws. So yeah, if we want to look at all your flaws, man, we can look at your flaws, Garrett. Everybody got flaws. Is he too damn good to have ugly ass shoes? He plays golf, stays out of jail, and boy, you crazy. Yeah, everybody got flaws, Garrett. I got you. But we ain't talking about the flaws. I'm just wondering why people don't like it. You know, I know a lot of other players was mad at him because guess what? Guess what? He didn't do this. He was the only, I'm messing with you, Gary. He's the only ever in history, unanimous winner of the MVP award. Ain't been but one. And then we got people that come out, well, he ain't won. He ain't won what you call it? Finals MVPs. Boy, if I could take y'all behind the curtain about that final MVP that they gave to Iguodala, y'all got to realize David Stern vowed that there would never be another guy that win MVP of the league and MVP of the playoff. He said, I'm not going to let it happen because they get too popular. They get too powerful like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the only player, ladies and gentlemen, that got his own separate licensing deal with the NBA. All the other players ever is in a pool. Michael Jordan sits over by himself. David Stern said he never wanted nobody to get them that popular. He can't help it who makes his shoes. You should be mad at, what's the people name? What's the people who make the shoes? Under Armour. Under Armour paying that man a lot of money for them shoes. I mean, he's not a designer. He's a basketball player. Why don't you design a shoe for him if y'all don't like the shoes and send it to him? Keep going. Steph may be regarded as a top 5 peak of all time if Golden State win. Okay. I'm trying to find somebody who don't like him. Is anybody don't like him? Okay, I got you, Gary. I got you. I like that, Gary. If anybody don't like him, I'm going down the feed now. Some people don't like Steph. Seems like they all say the other great players that continue to lead teams. Okay. I like Boston because of Paul Pierce. I didn't like him when Paul Pierce was there. When Sam got there. Them shoes are extra weak. Yeah, I know. I didn't say. I didn't say. Some people got some good shoes. Cause his shoe, because the company that he don't own makes a shoe that is ugly and y'all don't like, y'all blame him. But everybody buy the Kyrie shoes. He ain't won but one championship with LeBron James. Ain't won nothing no more, ever no more. He didn't win with Duke. He didn't win nowhere else no more. But y'all love buying his shoes. He got a sleek, nice shoe. Paul Pierce, Paul, what his name? Paul, what's the boy named Paul out there? Paul, what's the boy Paul. I can't pronounce it, forgot his last name already. What's the boy named Paul? What's the boy with the Clippers? Paul, what's the boy's name? Y'all, I'm getting old, I gotta blame. Paul, what's the boy name? I got some shoes in there. What's the dude name? Somebody give me the dude, Paul. Paul George, thank you. Thank you, Franklin Paul. I forgot his damn last name. And he got a damn shoe. Ain't won nothing. He got a nice shoe. Thank you, Lord. I promise you. See, Lord, he ain't done nothing lately. Lord, I tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all something. He got a shoe. Thank y'all, Tamika. I'm glad y'all remember his name because I didn't forget his damn name. He ain't been in the playoff. Y'all got to understand, this is what you done for me lately. Clothes don't make the man. Zion ripped out his shoes. People still playing Nike. Oh, I like that. Thank you. Hold up, Kelton Solomon. Hold on. This for Bobby Benjamin. Bobby Benjamin. Kelton Solomon. Thank you, man. Thank you. LeBron got the ugly shoes in captivity. In captivity. They gave me some, and I donated them. I can't talk like that. I donated them. I just want to find one Stephen Curry hater and just tell me why you don't like him. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I guess everybody on here like him, and I find it hard to believe. You talk about Mark? Yeah. I don't know about all that. Darryl Barnes, I ain't going to. Robert Williams play in the Lunar LeBrons right now. Okay. See, y'all, is it just me? I don't look at the people's shoes that much. I really don't. Like Gary and them, they like, what y'all call him, the shoe, what y'all call yourself, the shoe something. I never look at people. How can you not like someone if you don't know them? Well, they cannot like what they represent because there's a lot of people that I don't know. I can't. Y'all got to go back and hear the beginning of the show. If you're a basketball guy who likes bucket, how can you not like Steph? Shoe heat. There you go, shoe heat. Ray, okay. Ray Mo said, I finally got somebody. Hold on. He hated on because most players can't shoot like that and never had the freedom or the talent to make those plays. He cool with me because I like to shoot. Yes, you ain't lying. Ray Mo loves to shoot. Hey, Marissa, PJ Tucker whole career has been based on shoes before he won a ship. Okay. These millennials, okay. I'm not saying that just the millennials don't like him. I just want to find, and I guess, Marissa, do you like Stephen Curry? Do you not like him? I just need one person to tell me who don't like him. Whose funeral in Arkansas? I can't tell you who funeral it was. Lonnie Green. You notice I don't tell everything. I see you there. I see you, baby. You in there. I got you. Sneaker heat. Okay. Whose funeral? Why can't Draymond Green gets paid to open his mouth? He's not gonna ever not open his mouth now. He got a separate deal. He got to talk. Oh, I got you. I got you. The guys who talking about Stephon's shoes, Bobby Benjamin is a millennial. Okay, I got you. Curry is too clean, never in trouble. Curry is the Barack Obama of the NBA. Oh, it's people didn't like Barack because he was just, I like that one, Marcus. I like that one, Marcus. Let me put that on. Let me give Mr. Carroll his due. I like that one. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it wide for you. Hold on. Let me look at you. There you go. I want to sit right there. I like that one, Mr. Carroll. God bless the Holy Patriot program. I know they gonna be swag. No, the Holy Patriot gonna be swagged out. Cause you know why? They got Tamika Withers over there. So they gonna be swagged out over there, baby. Now he's sitting still. Now, no white. What is y'all talking about? Said my daddy reminisced over Magic Johnson's Converse this day. I mean, I'm just asking, God, I don't have one person. Stop it, Walter Yates. I don't have one person who don't like. Will somebody call DJ Anderson for me? Because he can't stand him. You know why? Because they feel he catching up to LeBron. Man, Stephon can never catch up with LeBron. Man, LeBron is gone. I can't even listen. Y'all be laughing at me. It ain't that I don't like LeBron. It's just Chris Walker. When he talk about him, I can't stand when he talk about him. So I have to keep going. Let me see. His dad is dating who dad is dating Chelsea Handler look like? He love him. Oh, did y'all see? Speaking of that, my girls on here, I need y'all help. Y'all ask the question that people really don't have an answer to. They have to reevaluate the reasons. I got you. Curry is not controversial. Okay, I got you. Marissa, here you go. No, we ain't gonna behave. I saw something last night. Yo, I got the advantage. Y'all got to realize now. Byron Dinkins, look him up. He used to play for the Rockets. He's a great friend of mine, friend of Dale Curry. He lived in Charlotte. And he used to help, I guess, work Steph out a little bit. So he used to send me his workout plans, what Dale used to send Stephon with. So I use those plans to work Little Robert out. That's why I keep telling y'all, listen to me. That shit ain't gonna work for everybody. I was sending Robert through the same workouts that Stephon was going through. It don't work for everybody. So let's understand that. But it was so so I got kind of know the family. I've been to dinner with Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers and Dale Curry. Sam is Doc's right-hand man in LA at Craig's, this place. Y'all look up Craig's in LA. I ain't been back since. I went one time. And I remember I told y'all the story. I pull up to the place because I was a little behind. I pull up to the place and pull up in a nice car, and the paparazzi was surrounding my car. This place called Craig's. It's in Beverly Hills. They surrounded my car. Y'all get out the car. They see it with me. They just walked out and said, man, hey, I'm not taking no picture. They thought I was somebody, right? So this the kind of place this is. The Kardashians give parties and all of this here, right? So I go up in there, Dale Curry, Doc Rivers, Sam, and me, right? We in there. The reason I'm telling this story because Dale, Seth Curry is married. Seth Curry is married to Callie Rivers, Doc's daughter. Beautiful girl. Seth Curry. So they got grandkids together. I mean, they ain't got grandkids. They both, they in-laws, right? So I got this affinity for this family, right? The mom and the dad going through a divorce right now. Dad saying the mama was cheating, and he said, Mom and Dad, wait a minute, let me see what y'all talking about. Stop it. I said stop it, Walter Yates. Speaking of Dale, anybody want there? Let me share some with y'all, man. Life happens. Stephen Curry, Mom and Dad got all them kids out of their household, and no matter what happened in their family, now they've moved on. They moved on. Okay, so check this out. No, Dale's not petty. Why you call him petty? All right, let me show you. This was after the game the other night. Let me see. Did I put it? Did I do? Okay, it was after the game the other night. Dude, I'm so proud of you. That was the mama and her man. Okay? Hold on. I know I had both of them on there. Okay. Just the mama and her man. All this going on. I love how they, I love this family, y'all. I love this family. You see how his daddy, I'm gonna play it again. Did you see the emotions between him and his daddy? Hey. Oh my God. Walter Yates, I'm gonna inquire about you. I'm gonna inquire about you. Thank you. I'm gonna inquire about you now. I'm gonna inquire about you. So I'm gonna make sure you're a tough guy. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna find out. Herb gonna let me know. Herb let me know who all the tough guys are. Y'all take a look at this. Now, what I heard, I haven't confirmed this, but the dudes who was, y'all got to look at him again. And I'm going to tell y'all how I know of this dude. I don't know him, I know of him. Take a look how Steph still greeted the mom's boyfriend. Watch this. I sure wonder what she was saying. That man loved his mom and his daddy. He don't care who they messing around with. Let me go back to Dale again. Let me go back to Dale. I'm waiting on Jimmy to come in. I got a guess, but I just want y'all to take another look at this. Okay? Take one more look at this. He told his daddy something. He said, "You coming? Something? You doing something?" I mean, I love y'all. Let me tell you something. Even my guest who coming on, I know he gonna have those feelings with his baby. Oh my God! Ah! Hey y'all, can we all get along? But I just want y'all to just see that. And Mr. White, you know what? I'm not gonna let you. I said 1 o'clock. I'm gonna bring you on. I can't wait around. But we're gonna talk. We said before the Curry split up, they were the equivalent of the first family, like the Kennedys back in the day. But stuff happens. This stuff happens. Life goes on, and one of my best friend knows the guy that Steph gave a fist bump to, and but what I found out was odd. They said Dale Carey was at the game with dude's ex-wife. In other words, you at the game with my wife, I'm finna bring your ex-wife. My ex-wife, I'm bringing your ex-wife to the game. Brandon, where my women at? What kind of stuff is that? Y'all know what? Me and Robert's mother wasn't together, and I never brought women and sit with women at the game. If a girl that likes me wanted to come watch him play, she had to sit somewhere else. She can't sit with me. Because when I go to the game, it's about my son. But I don't know if he was a fool by it, though, Walter Yates. I just think Brandon said it wouldn't bother her. Okay, Brandon, you one of them kind of girls. But I just, at my son's game, that's kind of sacred. It's kind of sacred. I know his mother's family gonna be there. It just wouldn't look right. Me hopping. I mean, for them 2 hours, for them hour and a half. Hey, meet me around the corner. Meet me at the restaurant. You don't need to be at the game. That's just me. Just me. That's just me. Some people think different. Y'all too old and need to chill. Thank you, Bobby Benjamin. Thank you. Speak. Old people. Old people. I'm gonna be like 45. Stand down, stand by, and stand down. But that's a unique topic. But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring my guests in, man. I can't wait on Jimmy. Hey y'all, Frank Wright. They didn't prep me for it, Frank. Let me tell you something. But guess what? If I knew nothing about Frank, his boy, Chancellor White, his young man, he came on this show and announced where he was going to college on this show. So guess what? Chancellor White is going to always have a soft spot in my heart. He going to always have a soft spot, because when a young man think enough of this platform, because all of them don't, who are their handlers, whoever they people are, they go and announce it wherever they do it on their own platform. But this young man said, Mama, Daddy, I'm going on the Chop Shop. Who else? A couple of more kids did it. But shout out to this guy, Jimmy, that came in. Jimmy, I'm finna bring Frank in right now. But Frank White, man, thank you, man. I know you're writing a book. Frank, I got you in there. You done froze up on me, Frank. Oh my goodness. They done froze him up. They done froze old Frank up in the room. I hope he'll call back. They done froze Frank up in there. We done had Frank on ice. Yeah, thanks. He's smart enough to call back. Frank, I'm sorry, baby. We had you on ice. We had you on ice so long, you froze up in there, big fella.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening, baby, man? I like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me or not. If I was just finna bring you on. I wasn't gonna wait on Jimmy another second.
It's all love.
I was gonna bring you in cause if nothing else, man, I sit there and think about your son and you and your wife thinking about using this platform to announce where you're going to college.
Yeah, Chancellor, he was very excited to get. He watches y'all show. If y'all don't know,
I didn't know. Okay, we didn't know.
He watches y'all show, and me and him, we had film sessions when he was at the house, and I will be watching y'all show, and he's like, man, I already watched that episode, man. Let's get to film session. So we would go and watch film. We would watch film, practices of games and stuff that they record, and try to, to critique his game or watch defenses for other teams and things like that,
right?
Just to improve his game. So we would have our film sessions, and y'all show would always come up, and he would know more about the show before he would give me all the spoiler alerts.
That's my man. That's my man. So, hey, you know what? I got his number. I want to figure, because I want to know everything he's doing, good or bad. I want to chronicle. We want to follow his career in college, and just to make sure, we're gonna get, it's gonna be our Chancellor White report. He's gonna have the Chance report. Like you remember Walter Cronkite?
Yes.
We're gonna have the Chancellor report. So, just to let us know what's going on in college, being a freshman, man. Freshman is a very, very hard year. It's gonna be hard on you too, Dad. Because it's gonna I'm sorry. Go on.
I didn't mean to interrupt. No, you're 100% correct. It's not gonna be hard on me though.
But yes, it is. Okay. Remember I told you that now. Because remember I told you, gonna say, you told me. Man, I'm talking about because you're gonna be going through what he go through. Yes, he is. Okay.
I'm not running on lines.
No, okay.
Hey, I don't run lines. I mean, I played college basketball, if y'all don't know, at Sam Houston State University. So I walked on there, played 3 years at Sam Houston State. So, hey, like I told him, man, I've been prepping you this since you told me you were serious about basketball. I don't have to run lines, man. I don't have to do drills. I'm I wrote a book. This is hard enough.
Get him, Jim.
Tell us about that book. What's the name of it?
Tell us about the book.
My brand new book is called Behind the Lyrics of a CEO, the Presidential Remix. It's an audio book. It's out on all digital platforms right now.
Okay.
It came out tonight at midnight.
Okay.
This morning at midnight.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, like I always joke with Chancellor about, hey man, I got a bad back. I can't be running on lines no more. So that's up to you, man. You got to run the lines. I write books and do stuff like that now.
No, but Dad, I'm just telling you. I ain't saying you, Dad, you gonna feel it. I didn't run no lines either. But when he called me, I told y'all this story. You know, Robert wasn't the most built guy in the world. Chancellor bigger than he wasn't the biggest guy. And I'll never forget, they had this drill when he was in college. You had to make 4 stops defensively before you can get off the floor. All these guys are bigger than Rob. He was the only one of them. All these guys were bigger. So he could never get them off. He could never get 4 consecutive stops. He was going to get us a center, a forward, a center. So he kept going. So he just fell out on the floor, tired, right? And told somebody, if anybody try to pick me up, we're going to fight. Talking crazy, right? The coach said from practice, told Coach Sear, hey, call his dad. From practice. I picked up that phone. I said, give him the phone. Said what I had to say. I ain't never told nobody what I said. Said what I had to say. Coach said he didn't have another problem out of him. And I talked to him later on that night. He said, my dad, I ain't gonna tell you. He said, man, I was tired. My body was locking up. My chest, I couldn't breathe. He said, Dad, they was knocking me down and hit me in my chest. Dad, I just didn't have no more. But he got right back up. And guess what? The next day in practice, he calling me talking about, guess what? It wasn't me no more. I was getting them out. It wasn't me no more. It was somebody else. But I had to feel that, though, Frank.
Right.
You follow me? I had to feel that. That's the kind of talking I'm telling you you're going to feel when your son goes through. Whatever he call you, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, you're 110% correct on that.
Right.
We going as a parent, it's very hard, raising your kid. Luckily, I'm like a big brother to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So I've been through this a lot of times, but it's nothing like your son. I've been through this with, my brother. He played at Stephen F. Austin. He was a point guard at Stephen F. Austin University. My boy Brandon Smith played at the University of Michigan from my neighborhood. So I've been doing this for a while. Mm-hmm. We just don't talk about it.
Right.
But when it was my son, it was damn near crippling. But I never came. I came to one practice. They invited me. I never showed up to practice. I never called coach.
Asked Coach.
In high school. Yeah.
See, I was there. Welcome back, everybody. I don't know what happened, but I'm bringing my guest back because me and Mr. White, we was getting it in. Let me get him in there. Hold on. Let me get Jim in there. I don't know what happened, so share the show again. When you're there, I don't know what I ain't never seen that. Jimmy, wasn't no power surge, but it was fun. But Frank, now we was talking about, what were you talking about when we left? Well, you remember?
No, I was saying, when Chancellor came to me, he was like 6 or 7 years old. He wanted to get involved with basketball.
Right.
And I told him that it was a very complicated situation.
Okay.
And so I had to prep him early about the mental part of it, not the skills or all the other stuff, just the mental part of being involved with that sport. And so by the time he was in 4th grade, he played with Marlon Lowe and Texas Pro. And, at the end of the season, he said, Dad, I quit basketball. I want to be a scientist.
How old was he then? How old?
He was in 4th grade. He quit in 4th grade.
Okay, I like that.
So once he did that, and that let me know, hey, go be a kid. 2 weeks later, I put him in another league, an I-9 league. He's averaged like 40 a game. He came back, Dad, I want to play basketball again. I said, okay, all right, man, So, but it's because it's an emotional roller coaster involved with the sport, and building your confidence on. If you're a kid that has a lot of confidence, this sport, I don't care if you come, whatever background you come from, sports will humble you.
Absolutely. Jimbo?
Yeah, I mean, now the book that you just showed a while ago, now they can probably get a better glimpse because it's showing a little clear. What inspired the book and what is it about? The Lyrics of a CEO.
The book How you doing today, Jim? Sorry, we getting right into it. I didn't get to say hi to you. How you doing today?
All
But
right.
the book Behind the Lyrics of a CEO, it chronicles my journey. A lot of people don't know, when I moved to Houston, I graduated from Sam Houston State in 1999. Okay, me and my brother started a record company at Huntsville when I was in college in 1997. And so we had been putting out records and stuff like that when I was in college, and I could do that because I was a walk-on. So I was allowed to make money, even though we had a incorporation and I was the CEO. So I incorporated our own company in 1997 at the age of 20 years old. Okay. So my brother was 16 when we incorporated. So we were already in business trying to make money, this name, image, likeness stuff. And so I chronicle a lot of that in my 6 or 7 hour book, audio book. The physical ebook and physical copies will be out later this year or next year. But the audio book is about 7 hours long. And so I chronicle that whole journey. And I give people a perspective of, me being in corporate America and not being able to talk about, I still have a company on the side that I'm building up. My baby is still over here. I'm writing songs by night. I'm renting cars by day. I mean, it's like a double life, that a lot of people didn't know about it. I didn't want to hurt my corporate status when I moved to Houston, because I worked with Advantage Rent-A-Car and Hertz Rent-A-Car and Toyota Rent-A-Car. So I was in corporate America for like 17 years on that side. And a lot of people don't know that as well.
And so, and what did you do with the rental car? So, wait a minute. You were in the rental car industry, and all of these grassroots teams who needed vans and
They all rented from me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was in the rental car industry, and so like in the early days, I remember, when the little kids, the twins, all these kids, the organizations like Lucas's organization, they used to rent. I don't know if he did, but he had people that used to rent cars. A lot of the AAU teams on the north side used to rent from me, and on the south side, because I was at Intercontinental Airport. They all rented from me. Like Alvin Brooks. I've been knowing Alvin Brooks forever. Alvin Brooks, when he was at A&M, he would come rent cars from me. I mean, if you know, you know. When I was in it, people came to rent cars from me.
That's a good thing. Now, of course, the book and one of the things you mentioned earlier, guys just tuning to the Chop Shop, we're going to ask that you share the show again. This is technically a different stream. Share the show to your
Jimmy,
timeline.
I think it's the same stream, but they can share it again.
It may be, I think, on the Facebook one. You guys will still share the show. Share the show right now. We're having a conversation with Frank White. He's from the area. As you mentioned, he played Sam Houston State basketball 1999. And he was
96 through 99. I graduated 96 through 99. In 99, I got hurt and didn't be able to finish, but I graduated that year as well.
Awesome.
And who was the head coach at that time?
Bob Marlin, the head coach.
Who's ironically, that's what I'm getting to. So there's a connection that a lot of people did not know.
Wow.
Bob Marlin later would move on to University of Louisiana at Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns in Lafayette, Louisiana, and your son, who emerged as one of the top 10 players in all of Greater Houston, one of the top 3 leading scorers in the area this past season, which was his senior campaign. And guess who's right in the middle of that recruitment? Tell us how that went. Because nobody never heard this part of the story before.
This man, Jimmy. One thing about you and Robert. You guys ask some of the questions that, man, I don't want to answer. I'm gonna answer it because you're my boy, but I should be getting paid for this question. But you give me free advertising on my book. You be asking some great questions, man. God dang. But so, I mean, hey. ESPN, me and my son said it about a year ago. ESPN, they should have offered y'all a contract a long time ago, man. I'm serious, because the questions that you guys ask are the questions that everybody want to know from our culture.
Okay.
You know, you know how to ask. You guys are pros.
Yeah.
You know,
but we don't need them. We'll tell you why later. But keep on going.
We just getting better. We just trying to get better.
Well, you know, but back to the question though. So it's so ironic. Chancellor grew a great relationship with Hakeem Olajuwon's son, Abdullah, that played in Sugar. I forgot the name of the school. You know the name, Clements.
Yeah.
Clements.
And so we were going on the training, working out, and Coach Marlin called the day that you could call, you know, and take it and take it for a fact. I hadn't seen Coach Marlin in probably about 20 years, but I happened to see him at a Lamar Consolidated Independent School District basketball tournament. But he wasn't there for Chancellor. He was recruiting somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ended up seeing Chancellor, and Chancellor came along and he called him. You know, when all the other colleges was calling, it was just another call. And it was funny, you know, when you're driving, when you're talking to people you don't know and your son gets a call, you know, it's just normal. But when Coach Marlin came, I damn near pissed my pants, excuse my language.
That's all right.
Because it was like, you know, it was like, bam, you know, it was crazy. But it was very refreshing to know that, you know, he would get opportunity. And I didn't know at that point, that was the first day of recruitment, that he was going to actually start recruiting my son, but he did.
Mm.
And what was your son? You had to, did you have to sell him on Coach Marlin, and, you know, or did he grow up on him himself?
Well, my son, you know, I'm like the Bernie Mac of dads in the neighborhood. So all the kids know all my stories. If you played on my AAU team or my summer team or my YMCA team, you heard all the stories, you know, all the stories from, you know, me, my godfather, Larry Keenan, Special K, giving me his A. Yeah, that's my godfather.
He played at University of Memphis State.
I know.
Boy, we gonna talk, but keep going. That's one of my first. I was a baby. Oh my God, keep going.
I'm born and bred in this, Hatter. I'm born and bred in this.
I got you. Keep talking,
So
baby.
you know, so when you know he gave me his All-Star bag from the ABA when he made the ABA All-Star team.
Yes.
So I have that at the house, you know, and so these kids that have been around me, I gave them all the stories from, you know, the Iceman to the Magic to the Norm Nixon. So when they seen all these shows coming out, you know, I was telling them, man, this is all the things that I was loving, you know, when I was growing up. And you say Memphis, you know, I'll take you back to when we was in the AAU team. We were in Nashville, Tennessee, and we never seen this guy before. They showed us this VHS tape of this guy. He was about 6'6", 6'7". He was dunking. He was being so pretty. He was doing everything. Guess who it was? Penny Hardaway. And they said, you know, Penny Hardaway is going to be the next Magic, this and that. Yeah. And, you know, I was 15 years old. And so we were just like, damn, who is this guy?
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people don't give Penny his credit. And, you know, if you grew up in the playgrounds, you know, at one point in time, that one summer when Jordan tried to come back, in every hood in America, everybody was saying that Penny was better than Jordan. It's not up for debate.
Yeah. And guess how I first really just got and said, I'm going down there to get him. Vernon Maxwell, he was represented by Jimmy Sexton. Jimmy Sexton lived in Memphis. So Vernon used to go to Memphis every year and hang with, you know, his agent a little while, right? So he came back and said, Hal, you need to get down to Memphis. And this little dude, he was giving it to me until I put that NBA thing on him, and then I finished his ass off. That's what Vernon said. You need it. And that's what made me say, let me get the hell down here and see what's
Here's another quick story, guys. Didn't mean to cut you off, Hatter. No, Hatter doesn't know this. Jimmy Hatter doesn't know this. But see, I come with plenty of ammunition. So I'm watching the NBA draft. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Me and my brother, we all in Amarillo, Texas. I'm from Amarillo originally, and
Uh-huh.
so we watching the draft. We all, my whole hood is in the living room watching the draft.
Uh-huh.
Penny dressed like a to the T.
Right.
We like, who is this? Who is that black dude? That's his agent. So I've been knowing who Hatter was for a long time.
Right.
You know,
right.
I just never told him about it. I just,
Oh
you
man,
know,
don't do me like that, man. Don't do me like that.
Now, of course, your son Chancellor White, in case you don't know, he went to Foster High School where he played this past season. Take us through that season. Of course, as a parent, he signed back in November with Louisiana Lafayette. What name do they go by now? Is it Louisiana Lafayette? Is it University of
Louisiana? The name of the university is University of Louisiana at Lafayette, but the athletic department, they go by the University of Louisiana Raging Cajun.
Okay.
But you know, I guess in Louisiana, don't quote me, I'm not a pro at this, but it might be some type of, you know, big brother don't want y'all to use that name, you know, but they can in sports wise, but school wise they can't, because they are the second largest school in Louisiana. I mean, in the whole state. So let's be clear on that. Okay. So it's LSU as far as population wise, and then it's the University of Louisiana. I mean, that's it. You
I
know,
just
as
remember
far
the
as
Raging Cajuns. I'm sorry, the Raging Cajuns. That's what I call
right.
it.
Right. That's what they are. They are the Raging Cajuns.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the two largest universities in the whole state of Louisiana. You know, but a lot of people, you know, they don't want to do that, or they, you know, they want to, you know, if you're an LSU fan, you don't want to give them credit. I mean, you know, UT doesn't want to give, they want University of Houston in the Big 12. You know, it's one of those type things.
I got you.
Yeah, and that's been going on, man, for some years with UT and U of H. But meanwhile, of course, now Chance is a freshman at University of Louisiana at the Raging Cajuns down in Lafayette, Louisiana. Is he in summer school now? Has he left? What was that like for you and your wife?
He's gone, Jimmy. He's gone. Gone.
I've been watching the social media. He gone like a turkey through.
He gone. He gone. He hiding in fish grease. He hiding in fish grease. He out of there. You know,
really?
I'm pretty sure he probably had about 3 or 4 poor boy sandwiches by now. But yeah.
So what's his food like? Is he a crawfish eater? You know.
You know, Chancellor, he'll eat some seafood.
Right.
He you know, but he's really a catfish guy.
Okay.
You know, but he'll eat, you know, he'll try stuff.
Right.
But he's a catfish guy.
Now, how many points did he average this past season? And give us his stat line at Foster High School.
He was 29 and 9 this year. 29 points, 9 rebounds.
Okay.
And tell him how tall he is, and
he's 6'6". He's 6'6".
And what position? What basically does he do well?
He can play. It depends on what you want him. You know, with Foster, you know, I loved our system because he got to display a lot of his skills, but he can play 1 through 4. You know, I mean, he can basically, because that's just how I tried to train him, because, you know, with the basketball deal, you know, the way I was brought up, it's like a real job. Like, so if you want to get employed, if you want to get a job, you need to know how as many skills as possible.
Wow.
You know, so that's just how we trained him. And I didn't want the one thing that happened to me and my brother that not gonna happen to Chancellor. Is so me and my brother, we grew up with the ball in our hands. We played the 1 and the 2 a lot. Okay. You know, and then we had to glitch when the ball wasn't in our hand, it was hard to make that adjustment.
Wow. So
Chancellor can make that adjustment because he played. I brung him up as a point guard. He was a big point guard. And parents used to get mad at me, but it is what it is.
Right.
But when he went to high school, they took the ball out of his hand, so he know how to do both.
You know, I got a couple of questions for you. Why did he cut his hair?
I don't know. You know, because he's Chancellor. Okay.
I got it.
Because,
I like that.
You know, but you know, we want his earlier when he was growing it. I said, man, I don't know if you want to grow out your hair. I know this is a thing that y'all doing. You know, but you know, let's try to keep it corporate. But he's like, nah, I'm growing my hair. All right. So, you know, they go through those phases. Okay. And then And so I'm going to get I pick him up one day, me and him chilling. Me and Chance used to chill a lot together. So I'm gonna miss my road dog like that. Now that you say it, had a goddamn,
I know what I'm talking. Keep talking.
Now you're gonna have me crying.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about it, you
Right.
know, but so me and him was rolling, probably gonna get some Bahama Bucks, you know, snow cones and stuff. He said, Dad, man, I hit your boy up. I hit him up. I didn't even know. He said, I hit your boy up. I got a hair appointment right after you. I was like, dang, what you doing? You just got to, you know, he had the dreads and stuff.
Right,
he said, I'm cutting mine off. I'm like, why you cutting your hair off? But he just said, it's time.
Wow. Wow.
Now,
And he looks good. I'm sorry, Jimmy. He looked.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't know who he was because I'm looking at his social media. I said, "Damn, Chance really he didn't evolve." He said
he evolved.
That's what he did. What you had to say, Jimmy? I didn't mean to interrupt.
And of course, Mr. Dude says he cut his hair for the next job he wants. That's
Absolutely.
a good way to put it. And,
that's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, man. It's awesome. Of course, just tuning in, we have Frank White. He's the father of Chancellor White, a 2022 recent graduate of Foster High School, where he averaged 29 points, 9 rebounds per game. He's signed with Louisiana Lafayette. He's on campus right now for summer school. What are the expectations? What's for this year? Sometimes a lot of parents, this is the question right here where I ask all parents. I've learned to ask most parents to take a deep breath before answering it, because it's not a trap, but it's asking you, because sometimes there are many parents that have expectations way here, and there are some that have them way over here. And you never know going in, how meeting those initial expectations is what can nowadays can keep a person from out of their transfer portal. If you understand reality, what do you expect from Chancellor White this season? And the floor is yours.
Okay, that's a great question. Again, here you go with those nice questions. But no, my expectations, all jokes aside, guys, you know, when Chancellor, after the 4th grade, it's been whatever, because like I've been through this business, me and my brother, our friends, we've been involved in this thing for a long time. So my main expectations for Chancellor, and I told him before he left, I said, Chancellor, make sure you go to practice on time and make sure you go to class on time. Everything else will take care of itself. But those are two main things, you know, that I'm concerned about, is just getting to practice every day and going to work. A lot of people don't know it's a job. Yeah. So you have to go to work on time and be available. All the other stuff as far as being on the court, you know, I was a walk-on, so I still never missed a practice.
Absolutely.
In 2 years, I never missed one practice. I never was late.
Yeah.
So it's people look at the on the court, the basketball, how many minutes, what position they playing, all that. None of that stuff matters.
Right.
It's all about showing up to work every day. Your scholarship is for you to show up to work every day.
Wow. I never thought about that. You just made me think about that. My son ain't gonna miss practice because he don't want to miss basketball. Some of these guys, they like basketball like that also, but they understand I got a responsibility here. I got to be there. And I got another one for you. I think Jimmy sent me this one. How often do college coaches communicate after versus before he signed?
As far as our situation, or are you saying typical?
Jimmy, which one are you talking about? Their coaches, the coaches that he go to? Because Jimmy, you sent me this. You said, how often do college coaches, the college coaches on your campus, how often do they communicate with you before they sign and after you sign? Jimmy, I can answer that one, but keep going. I'm gonna let him answer that one.
Yeah, a lot of parents out there watching though. That way now they get to understand.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you normally, and a lot of parents out there, you know, don't look at our situation as a normal situation, because it's not.
Okay.
This is like a once of a lifetime type of situation. Normally, you drop your kids off, you're never gonna hear from the coaches. And until it's time
Say
to
that
come
one more
home.
time. Say that one more time.
Normally, when you drop your kids off, like if you're not gonna hear from the coaches. Now, our situation is different because I already have a prior relationship with multiple coaches on the staff, not just Coach Marlin. I have multiple relationship with 3 coaches on the staff for years. So this is a different deal. It's not a normal situation. But normally you're not gonna hear they too busy. I don't think that a lot of parents understand it's not personal. This is a hard job. This is a tough business.
Yes.
People look at their salaries and look at this. They don't clock in and clock out. They always on the clock.
Yes.
It's not a clock out type job. And these guys, man, all these guys are their own CEOs. These are all corporate type situations. These are all Fortune 500 companies. I mean, how many Division I schools is it?
353.
Okay, it's 500 Fortune 500 companies. Well, it's 300 and something Fortune 500 D1s. That's it.
Right. That's it. Absolutely.
So you working like those guys. Don't think that you gonna if you know anything about corporate America, you putting that same work or even more than the top guy. These are the top guys of these guys are over universities. People don't think about it.
Yeah.
And going back to Penny, I was like, I couldn't believe Penny wanted to coach, because the amount of work that goes into it. But he loves the game so much, I understand why he wanted to do it.
Coach, and the first thing I told him when we go in that interview, these people got to know you are the CEO. You are a leader of men. You are a CEO. The buck stopped with you. That's why when you see a lot of people not getting jobs, y'all say, well, why? Because these people got to see you as the face of their franchise, the face of their university, the most highest paid employee. In
the state.
Yes.
A lot of these guys are highest paid employees of the state. So, I'm going to flash back. In 1999, when I got hurt and Coach Marlin offered me a graduate assistant position at Sam Houston State University when I was 22 years old. Okay? I'm 46 now. So that was 24 years ago. He offered me a position.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it because I wasn't ready. Because I know the responsibilities of it, and I want to do something else, and so, but I'm saying that to say I don't think a lot of parents, they just think it's basketball. It's way bigger than basketball.
Yes. I mean, I could have went and was on Memphis staff. I said, man, ain't no way to win. First of all, Penny, I couldn't have you as my boss. Number one. You couldn't be my boss. But it's a thankless job. Yes, they make a lot of money. But man, those guys, I'm glad you sit there and explain to a lot of parents that they just don't know how hard it is being a college coach. And but Jimmy, I want to shout out to Matt Shue. Jimmy, one of the greatest instructors of golf, PGA professional, is on the feed right now. Shout out to him. He said, great show, Robert. Look him up, Matt Shue, SCHEWE. If you want to learn how to play golf, no matter who you are, he can teach. Man, Jimmy, guess who one of his prized pupils, other than myself? Your boy, Brad, Scarface. You got Scarface.
I heard him out there hitting them balls.
Yeah, that's the man who got it. That's the man who got it right. Right there.
We was together about 3 weeks ago over at one of the spots, at one of the hangouts.
But I just wanted to shout him out, man. Great man. Great teacher of the game of golf. And I try, if anybody want to learn how to play golf, he gonna meet you where you are. He'll take a novice like Jimmy who always tell me he don't like it. Matt Shue will ask Jimmy a question. He said, Jimmy, hold on. He said, what do you like? Jimmy said, I played baseball in college, right? he gonna use all of your baseball skills, Jimmy, you used to draw on, and use those analogies to make you to get you into hitting the ball. That's how good he is, man. I'm telling y'all.
You know, and just in disclaimer, I don't dislike it. I just know that everybody that goes to play it gets addicted, and I have no room for another addiction in my life.
Yeah, get rid of one of them other addictions you got.
Happy hour. I'll take that one to the grave.
Well, Jimmy, a guy like me don't have no happy hour, so I can go
exactly.
on.
So there you go. I totally feel that. You know, in the cart. Who invented the cooler getting on the cart, putting some cans or some bottles?
That's all you think about. Hey, so, I got to tell you this one, Frank. We go to a church, Wheeler Avenue Church. We go to their golf tournament, and they didn't have no liquor in beer. Jimmy riding around talking about, man, I ain't coming back to this one. They ain't got all they got is some water and some juice. I ain't coming back to this one. I said,
well, Jimmy. You know, we have one at my church as well that I'm a member of, the Church Without Walls, Pastor Ralph Douglas West.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, the Wheeler guys be over at ours, and I think we go to theirs.
Yeah.
So, but you need to come to ours, man.
What y'all got in y'all coolers over there?
The same thing they had at the Wheeler.
Is it some communion juice? They got some communion juice in the cooler. We take some Mogan David. Something like that.
Jimmy,
I can put that with something.
Jimmy, I know you was gone, but you should have been at that one I was at, the one we won. Jimmy, they drinking on every hole. Hey, is one dude pulled up, right? And his whole back of his thing was full of beer cans, right?
Yeah.
The dude said, man, there's 18 beer cans back there. He said, I drank one a hole.
One for every hole. That's you know what? That's the ticket right there. That's my type of golfer right there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hydrate. It's 100 degrees out there. That's what I'm talking about. But of course, guys, we have Frank White, author, father, businessman, and of course, you guys they may have missed it. Show him that book again. He's just released earlier today, The Lyrics of a CEO. In there. What's your most notable quote from that book, from the audio book? Give it to us. Give us a paragraph or cite us your most notable thing that a person can take from out of that book, word for word.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. In the book, I talk about keeping it. The one thing that I was blessed with from my parents, my grandparents, all the great coaches as well that I had, and I got to give a shout out to my high school coach Russell Gilmore. You know, he won about 5 or 6 state championships in New Mexico, so he would be going crazy if I didn't shout him out. But because he taught me a lot of these skills, and so did I freeze up?
Yeah, but that's all right. We can hear you good though. Don't worry about
so
good.
Keep it simple. That's the main. Okay, yeah. Keep it simple. You know, getting into, and try to keep. And that's something that I learned from Russell Gilmore, my high school basketball coach. And he was one of my first mentors outside of my family.
That's good. So I call that KISS, because I call it keep it simple, stupid. So I call it KISS. Oh, those. So just keep it simple. I like that. So if somebody buying this book to me, and I want you to just say, what do you want them? What lasting impression? Because when I read books, I try to find out the intent of the author. When I finish reading the book, I always trying to figure out, what did he want me to know? What do you want us to know? What do you want everybody to know that come? Jimmy, you got to keep it simple, but tell me, it's something in that book that drive you to take out all that time. What do you want us to know?
I want them to know.
No, do me a favor.
The
Go out and come
stories
back in
behind these lyrics.
No,
because rap music.
Jimmy, I'm gonna take him out and let him come back in. so he'll be a lot better. Because I want people to hear this. It's too important to be. I'm gonna let him go out and come back in.
And of course, that's Frank White. He'll be back in a few seconds,
Yeah,
and he's queuing back up right as we speak.
yeah, he coming.
And if you guys have any questions for him, be sure to get them in as we're creeping up on the top of the hour. And right now we're 51 minutes past the hour on the Chop Shop. Great conversation with Frank White. And as you asked, can you present that
Yeah,
question?
the question
him
again,
again,
Frank. When I read a book, I always want to know what is the intent of the author. I always read up on the author, who he is, and all of that. What is your intent? Because I'm in the process of writing a book, and I want to know because I know a message that I want to get across. What is your method you want to get across from this particular book?
My message is, you know, we were young guys that started a company at 18. You know, we knew about, like, I grew up selling barbecue with my grandfather, okay? Doing things like that, softball games, tracks, and stuff like that. And so we didn't know how to start a business off something that we like to do. And this was the first business that we started. Our record company was the first business that we started off something we love to do, because basketball got taken away from us. I had my own team at 16 years old, okay? So this is nothing new to me, this basketball side of it. But this book, I talk about the lyrics that people think people are saying. They come up with these crazy songs and stuff. I give you the stories behind these. Everybody saying all these lyrics not crazy, you know, and that's the main thing I want you to get in my book. You know, it teaches you business, but I go into the lyrics of these songs, of these rap songs, these lyrics, you know, some of these words, a lot of words and cursing and stuff. I wasn't brought up like that. I was brought up in the church. But if you want to sell a product, you know, so I don't want kids to get caught up in the lyrics. Just take it like the beats, the stories behind the songs. And that's it. Don't take these rappers and these artists so serious that you think they're not regular humans. And, you know, that's why a lot of people dying, you know, because they try to live their lyrics. So I take you behind the lyrics. Like you mentioned Brad Jordan earlier. Brad Jordan is a great storyteller, Scarface. You know, he's a great storyteller. You know, he sees stuff. He might have lived some of this stuff, but he's not trying to live his lyrics every day. You know, and so that's what I do. I store entrepreneurs how to run a business.
I like that.
And now, how can the person, once again, how can the viewers obtain your brand new audio book? And you mentioned this on several platforms. Let us know some of those for which they may be able to obtain.
It's on any platform: Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your music, however you listen to music or watch shows, it's on that platform. We've been in the business 20 something years, so I'm blessed. It's everywhere, worldwide.
Frank, you're well loved.
Japan.
Frank, you're well loved. I'm just saying, Taurus Lee said congratulations. Everybody, I'm sorry,
Go on, Adam.
everybody just well loved out there, man.
Appreciate.
You know, if I knew nothing about you, I'm sitting at the first time me and you talked on the phone was so funny when I call you. That's our little secret. But it was just fun talking to you. I said, oh my God. I said, Frank, do you know this, Frank? Frank? Said, oh man, my bad. I mean, so it's it's a joy, man, having parents like you in this community. I knew your son before I knew you, because every time we, Foster played against Hightower, I was saying, wait, who is this dude killing us like this? We might win the game, but this dude got 1,000. And, but it's, man, thank you so much for taking out your time today. and I know that it got the feed got a little fuzzy at the end, but they heard you loud and clear. Because if I hear you, this the feed that going out. That mean they heard you, and I just wanted to let you and
Well,
thank you.
I want to thank you guys for doing what you do day in, day out. I want to give you guys your flowers. It's not easy. A lot of parents don't know it's not easy to do what you guys do on a day in to day in day out basis. So I want to give you guys your flowers as well and inspire you guys to keep moving. You know, and the platforms, you know, from the tournaments to the show to the camps to the everything, and you know, just keep moving. And I'm gonna have a little bit more time. You know, I'm probably gonna connect with Jimmy on you know, trying to educate the parents and the future kids as well. You know, I know he does things at the Yates and stuff like that, and so I'm gonna try to help him out if he ever needed help on that. I'm available.
Okay, I like that.
But definitely, we definitely is going to welcome and invite you to, because there's so many aspects of this recruiting where a lot of parents just might not get it. And just like I said, your son was Chancellor White, in case you got viewers don't know, Foster High School. We averaged 29 points, 9 rebounds a game. He's 6'6". And he has signed. He's on campus right now on full scholarship at Louisiana Lafayette University. Now, your son played on the sneaker basketball circuit, and everybody, what's the like? Quickly, I'm not going to get to the whole conversation. We don't have time. But I just want to touch on it and tease the viewers on the psyche. What year did you start? What grade was your son when he started playing with the sneaker sponsored program?
What they don't start actually paying until like ninth grade. So he started Houston Hoops ninth grade, but he did play with Texas Pro like in fourth grade. But that was the older guys that was sponsored, not the little ones. But Marlon did a great job to take care of, you know.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's Marlon.
But ninth grade is when he played.
Come on.
Yeah, but he played ninth grade with Clyde Jackson. And we played Houston Hoops ninth grade.
Okay.
And we played on the circuit they have.
Now, what grade would you say that a lot of parents that you might have been, not in particular, we're not talking about name, but what grade do you notice that people start to change, the parents?
Good question.
That's a great question. I have my own organization, Classic Hoops, a little mom and pop organization out of the Twin City of Richmond Rosenberg. And so the 8th grade summer, I told the parents, guys, I'm gonna be here for y'all, but this is our last summer. So if y'all need me to help train your kids or do anything like that, I'm open. But I knew that because of my prior experience. Because once those kids get to 9th grade and 10th grade, everything changes. And so I wanted the kids to have enough time to adjust to the change in high school and to go with the if they're gonna be a sneaker kid, they're gonna be a sneaker kid. If they're gonna be an independent squad, they're gonna be an independent squad. But I want you to get out of my organization after 8th grade so you can go learn that because I was involved. So if I do it again, I can go all the way have a child involved. So people don't think, even though my son could play, there's still that monkey in the room that say, "Oh, it's daddy ball," but it was never daddy ball. So I let my son go. Matter of fact, my son was the first person I got to let go. I sent him to Clyde, you know. So I think about the 9th, 10th grade. That's when the parents start acting a little bit funny. The kids start acting funny. Because if you've been making your son or your daughter to the gym, once they hit 15, 16, they ain't trying to go to the gym like you want to go to the gym.
Good point.
Definitely not, man. Once again, you are hitting the nail right on the head. And a lot of people, as you notice, younger grassroots teams and youth sports, they get the feeling like thinking it's going to last forever. Nothing does. and fourth, fifth grade, sixth grade, a lot of those parents are sitting together in one part of the bleachers. They're all rooting in unison. They're all, when one go to the snack bar, they'll ask the other parent, "Did you want anything back?" Then by that time, after 2 or 3 weeks in, they already know what you want to bring back. When they go to the snack bar, they're gonna bring you back your diet Coke. And so, but as you get older, it's like every man for himself. And like I said,
because the kids dictate it.
How?
I mean, I need to cut you off, Jimmy.
No,
How?
he just
I said
said
how.
how. He said how.
But the kids dictate it. I'm sorry.
How do the kids dictate it?
The kids dictate it. The parents want to front like it's a big facade. The parents think they run it. They don't run it. You don't run anything. The kids dictate it with the sports. You can make your son go to school. You can make your son or your daughter do their homework, take out the trash, but you can't make your kids play sports. Because once the level keeps increasing, it's like when you're on the poker table. I got 100,000. One of y'all about to cash out. So somebody's about to get up off this table. So the kids dictate it. So if they can't take the pressure, they're gonna be out.
But Jimmy, tell me, because something I know you know some things because you've been doing this stuff a long time. When have you seen parents change? I know he's a parent. You wanted to get his stuff, because I know it's some things that you have seen, because you brought it to my attention at the record on the wood. Because I said, Jimmy, that particular year, I went through all the sessions, the 9 and 10th and 11 and 12th grade sessions, right? Mm-hmm. And I was saying the numbers started dwindling, the parent support, the older the kids got. In the 9th grade, it was packed. 9th grade, 10th grade, packed. You come back the next time with the 11th, 12th grade, a lot of these guys can drive themselves, so the parents don't have to take them. But things change. And that's what I think he was trying to get from me. Then that one of the guys getting a look, he might be invited to the Nike camp. This guy might invite it. So do them parents change when their kid get invited somewhere, or their kid get a little notoriety? Do their parents change then? Because I've seen it change.
I never. I'm gonna say this. Not with the groups that we were always blessed to be around some high level groups, so those parents do the deal. But I have seen it with other organizations where the parents wasn't so into it after they seen that their son or their daughter wasn't gonna be in one of those top positions. But it's just like anything else in life. That's just how it goes. But one thing that I learned from being a walk-on in college, it's better to be on the team and be a part of the organization than to be in the stands. So I think the quicker that parents, the quicker that a parent or a kid can learn that, the easier this deal will be. Like, just be happy that you own the team. Be happy that you even around some of these kids, because some of these kids gonna blow up, and one day they're gonna see them on TV. Oh, I knew that kid when he was little, such and such. So I think that people forget about what happy to be in these situations.
I think that the changing there's different degrees of changing, and the first part is the mild one, and that's when the kids are introduced to the rankings. So whenever age that a kid gets ranked, you're going to see that first wave of changing, because like you mentioned, Clyde Jackson, and of course our hearts and prayers go out to Clyde. If you guys missed it, his son committed suicide just last week, and we were both in Vegas together, and Clyde and went and went and got us a nibble and a little sip. And that funeral the funeral is this Friday at Lamarck High School. This Friday at around, I think, 11 a.m. at Lamarck High School on the school campus. I think it's going to be in either the gymnasium or the auditorium. You guys have a couple of days to check it out and confirm. We will confirm each day on the Chop Shop. So Clyde Jackson, he needs your support and your. But what I ask everybody to do, because a lot of people, I just, somehow, how to know, I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna say infatuated, but I got like funeral. I study funerals as of late, and one of the things that I try to tell, and I told Clyde on day one after it happened, I say, Clyde, he was still in Vegas at the airport. I say, here's what you need to do, change your voicemail, because everybody that's calling you is gonna be asking you pretty much the same stuff. Change your voicemail and just let them know whatever you want to say, and then you could change it again. But you need to change your voicemail, because your box is going to be filled up when you land in Houston. So my point is, I want to let people know, when you call, if you call Clyde, be careful for asking the most redundant question in the world. How you doing? Are you okay? I don't believe in those questions when at this time, because think about it. Damn well you know the answer to that question before you even ask it. So what are you really asking a person that's grieving that heavily?
But a lot of people don't know what to say, Jimmy. See,
That's
you got to understand. You are a funeralogist. A lot of people are not. You know what I'm saying? You got a PhD in funerary.
But I just know there's some things we never think about, because we think that's more of a customary type thing. Mm-hmm. But if you really are sincere, just dig a little deeper and come up and just come up with a case of water and just take it over there to the repast. Liberty things, come up with a card and just fill it out right within the card. Anything. You guys know we've all been through funerals before. That's the last thing. So what are you going to say? Think about it. I asked you, how you doing, Frank? Man, how you doing, man? I'm sorry for your loss. And what Frank's supposed to say back to me? Customary. Man, I'm cool. I'm okay. No, you're not okay. You fucking tore up on the inside. Your son committed what? This ain't a normal black folk type thing. But mental health is coming into play right now. It's live and kicking in our society. And that's one of the things about talking and communicating with your families on a consistent basis is very, very, very important. Because right here, we can be all, like the old slogan for the military back in the day, be all you can be. People can be all they can be on these screens and when they behind these keyboards.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can be hurting like hell on the inside. Every day we come on here, it's not a basket of cherries. There's stuff going on in everybody's life that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
All the time. Mm-hmm. So that means we got to swallow that stuff, come on, and give you guys enough energy to get through the middle of your work days. That's all you guys want us to do. Make you giggle. Every now and then you want us to squabble on here. We'll give you that every now and then. We'll give you that. That's what you want.
Not after May 5th. Not after May 5th. I ain't arguing with nobody. Cinco de Mayo. Hey Frank, I got a new lease on life. I'm like the boy that was the boy. I ain't going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life.
Yeah, man.
But I like that, Jimmy. I
think you guys are 100% correct. I'm blessed with. I got to study sociology at Sam Houston State,
right.
And so I do have a degree in that. And so these professors and stuff, they were so smart. They knew that the numbers in everything, the way it was going to come out, that we were going to have a lot of these issues. Mm-hmm. And I worked in the school district as well, as a counselor, counselor / whatever, but in alternative school with kids that had a lot of different issues. And it's hard, guys, and that's why I want to commend you guys and give you guys y'all flowers, because it's hard, to do something day in, day out, and you're on the camera.
Yeah.
See, now a lot of people, they do stuff day in, day out their job, but they ain't on TV.
Right.
When you on the camera every day, man, you always got to be on.
With brand new content every day.
Every day. Had on her freestyle like Jay-Z every day.
No, that's Jay-Z over there. That's Jay-Z over there. That's the Jigga Man right there, boy. Hey, I'm Young Jeezy. I'm the Snowman.
The Snowman. He's the Snowman.
Yeah.
You'll see what he's doing out there. Hey, man, we definitely appreciate this, man, this combo.
Yeah, man.
And guys, don't forget, I put the link, I think, out there for you guys in the Facebook Boom Boom Room. I think I did. And that is, we're still a bit short in our efforts to help with the funeral expenses for the young student athlete who was murdered last week. His name is London Jones. He was about 6'7". He went to Spring High School, and his high school career still was not complete yet. And at 6'7", and now in today's society, everybody that tall is a college prospect. You 6'7". Trust me. Some level, somebody's going to pay attention and stop what they're doing to at least give you the time of day. He was gunned down. All families don't have the same level of economic means, and it just reminds me of back in the old days in church when they would look and get that extra love offering they want for the pastor or the visiting pastor on a particular Sunday, and you look down in and say, "Come on, man, we got to do better than this." As of this morning, I checked, Hatter, it was only $2,600 in the GoFundMe pledged to this cause.
Well, just enough people haven't seen it, Jimmy. That's all.
We got to do better at circulating it. We got to do better at sharing it. Yeah. Copy and paste it somewhere else. This can't. No. The kid played Spring High School. Mm-hmm. The basketball family of Spring High School.
Absolutely.
Freshman, JV, varsity. That's a 6A school with over 3,000 students. Where you guys at?
If everybody gave $1, that's $3,000.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
The Texas takeover, who you played with.
Yeah.
Let the parents know.
Absolutely.
Parents, if this was your son, we know it's Save Money says that every participant in our program does not have probably life insurance. Guess what? If this was your kid, we'd do the same thing. So here's what we're going to ask you to do. We're going to create this galvanized mutual fund to help this kid. Everybody give $5. Does that sound better? Just everybody give $5. You want to give more? Give more. $5. That's all you have to give. And guess what? Now, if you're a happy hour specialist, then that's one less damn drink. If you're going to the drive-thru, that's 2 less Whoppers you got to get at Burger King. I'm just saying, it's a way to supplement. $5. This is a burial of somebody's baby that tried their best to invest in their career to obtain a method to get away, to keep them out of or away from the streets. It doesn't work for everybody. It's just an opportunity. The streets have
and Jimmy, you 110% correct again. I mean, me, you, and Robert, we're a little bit older, so, if you go back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, I remember, man, I was around guys that could do all kinds of things on the basketball court, but they was drug dealers. Man, them guys used to laugh at scholarships. Now, when they went to prison, they came back and said, "Hey, man, y'all need to take JUCO, whatever." But, man, so these kids, like that example, trying to do something, trying to get out of the street. Yeah. See, I think people still For some reason, with the internet and everything, I think people think the streets went away. The streets ain't went nowhere.
No, sir.
The streets still the streets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And them young men playing on a basketball team and a travel team have a safe haven there, but they still have to go back home, man. So, yes, we're gonna talk about this every single day. We're gonna talk about it until it's done. But when all of us just do a little something, and then now the people who have given, maybe it's time for us to give a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It might be just time for us to give a little more. I mean, because y'all got to understand this kid got to get buried. And, man, it's just, it's just sad.
It just don't make no sense. It ain't supposed to be this difficult.
No, Jimmy.
It ain't supposed to be this hard with all these guys in the basketball community, and you all want to look at a certain way and talk about friction. Show example of the love. So you got a lot of people in grassroots basketball are sitting there pointing the fingers and wonder, well, man, why can't them two guys get along? Why the hell? What's wrong with y'all then? Y'all can't get along enough to go and help to all hands on deck to help a mama put a son in the lay him to rest. Oh, I mean, come on, what are we thinking?
And I'm glad and that's why. Just the other day, Jimmy, Herb just said something. I want y'all to put this. I'm going to put it on the screen. And Jimmy, you can read it because I'm going to come with you. I'm going to come right behind it with something I shared the other day. Go on, Jim.
Say people are aware of what's needed. Some may not want to contribute because it said that this kid was involved in gang activity. He was still a child of God that fell victim to black on black crime, gun violence.
And the reason I wanted to share that with y'all, and I think I need to keep hammering this on. I'm going to hammer this in to people. Our young people today, ladies and gentlemen, are the future messengers of our society. So it's our responsibility to ensure that they have the appropriate message. Because if we do not, then their message and their actions by these guys gunning down this young man will adversely affect our present as it's doing right now, our future as it can be, and even the lives of our loved ones when we have gone and met our demise. So it's imperative, ladies and gentlemen, that we stop turning a blind eye to the youth, both at risk, since you call him at risk, because he gaining. We can't turn a blind eye to them. And not at risk kids. The responsibility is just not the kids in our house. It's the kids out here too. I don't care what gang activity he was in. He was still a young man, part of this community.
You know, Robert, Mr. Hatter, it's funny that you just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, when I worked in the school district, in the alternative learning center with, guys that were gang members or guys that were drug dealers, these young kids, I tried to tell them all the street stories, all the stories that I see, that I saw, and they listened. A lot of them didn't. But these guys are still kids.
Absolutely.
Your brain is not fully developed till you're 25 years old.
Wow. Preach. But Jimmy, I'm glad Jimmy, I didn't mind, but I got a doctor's appointment. I got to get out of here too.
We got to shut it on down, man. Just that we got to
make sure I'm healthy. So when I'm hollering on the show, people worried about my I'm gonna have a hot. My doctor taking care of me. They watching the show right now and said, Rob, it's time to get off this show and get to the doctor's office. So, but Jimmy, let's wrap it up, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, though, but you golf all the time. Hey, them 19 holes ain't easy though.
No, yeah. They don't understand.
Them 18 holes.
Yeah. They don't understand.
And last, before we get up out of there, what somebody asked, I don't know if you addressed the question. What high school did you attend in Amarillo?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a big controversy, right? So I was supposed to attend Paladura High School, But in the last, we moved that summer, and I ended up going to Tascosa. So go Rebels! But but back home, that's like a big deal. And to this day, it's still a big controversy because it started because I was one of the first kids that left the neighborhood and went to the other side of town and went to this other high school. But it started a movement of kids that went to that Tascosa High School. But you know, the gang violence and everything was getting so big back then, and that's why we ended up moving.
That's good.
Now, got one more that was left on the table, and this is a very good one. I scroll right over it. Your son, the freshman at Louisiana Lafayette, does he have any name, image, likeness deals on the books right now?
If he does, I don't know about him.
Okay.
So I mean, but you
Not
had
to
your
my knowledge.
shirts, but you had your shirts right there, and you got your threads. I thought you. So that's not.
He does have shirts to sell. If you go to his his Twitter feed, he has his own online store. He has shirts to sell. Yes, he does have merch for sale.
So does he have to register
with his
that
number
with compliance? Does that have to go through the compliance? Or?
I don't. Chancellor, they handling. He handles his own business. I just advise him. So I don't know about all the paperwork part. But Chancellor, he's very mature. I mean, he's a kid, but he knows his business.
Right.
So, but he does have his own online store and all that. And I just try to help him out. But he creates his own material. He does his own deal.
Now, what's your son's social media, the Twitter handle, so they can go and check it out?
Chance Hoops. Let me get it right. Hold on.
He like me. I don't know how.
Man,
I can't teach. I don't.
No, this is important. That way they can go to. They want to get some of his merch.
Yeah, because I want y'all to support him. It's at Chance Hoops 23 on Twitter, and if you go, at Chance Hoops 23, and if you go to his Twitter, he has his online store. Hold on, let me see.
Probably in his bio.
His online store is cwhitefanclub.com. cwhitefanclub.com. And so you can buy merch. It might send you back to my site to buy the merch, but I'm not really involved in it. Okay. But yeah, cwhitefanclub.com is his website.
All right, man. And hold us that book up one more time as we get ready to go about. Hold that book up in there.
Put that book up in there, man.
You guys, the Lyrics of a CEO. This is Frank White. You guys make sure you check that book out, and the audio book, and it's on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, and all the rest of them that you guys go and get the books from online. Check that out. Support him.
YouTube, wherever you want to do, whatever.
There you go. And it's about 6 hours of audio verbiage, some good score therapy. Check that out today. Thanks a bunch, Frank White, man. It's time to slide down. Dino's back, and Yabba Dabba do this thing on this Monday. Don't forget tonight, Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Golden State Warriors are hosting the Boston Celtics. This game should be a dandy. You guys know that Boston is 7-0 this postseason when they have facing a game after a loss. 7-0 in a game after the loss. Will that streak come to an end tonight? And of course, all eyes will be on both teams. Steph Curry is playing some of his best basketball in the postseason of his career as far as a 4-game stretch. We're going to see if we can keep it up tonight. And also, Draymond Green, all eyes are definitely on him as he's on pace to set a record for the most fouls in a series, possibly. And it's going to be good. Who you rocking with tonight, Ada?
I can't rock, man. My heart, my heart is in two places. I can't, and I don't want y'all to just play with my heart.
Well, you know what? For this thing to go 7, Golden State can win tonight. because the next game is back in Boston on Thursday.
But Golden State can beat them in Boston.
I know, but then you got to root for Boston then. If you're going for Game 7, you see what I'm saying? You go root for Boston in Game 6 because Boston can beat their ass at home if Boston win tonight. You see? Then we don't.
And Jimmy, I'm gonna get out of here. I got to tell you about this. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. You know, they sent me something this morning, right before we came on. Police kill a man who showed up at a Duncanville summer camp with a gun. I done told y'all ass about this stuff, this summer basketball, these PGWs and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. These folks ain't playing with y'all, but we're gonna talk about that again tomorrow, Jimmy. But I got to get out of here because I don't know how to.
Yeah, man. We up out there, guys.
We'll
Slide down Dino's back and y'all do this thing. See you guys on tomorrow. Share the show on your way out the door. That was a great combo, Frank White. See you on tomorrow. We got a special guest, 2 or 3 special guests tomorrow. This is gonna be talk about name, image, likeness. We're gonna talk a whole lot about that tomorrow. You guys are gonna learn a lot about name, image, likeness on tomorrow. Peace. We up out here. Chop shop.
Okay.
Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the